Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got some more Crimson gameplay for you guys. We're playing some hardpoint, and this one I want to kind of talk about a topic, right? And it's basically how to deal with the mental side of rank play. Now I feel like a lot of people in my comments, I've got a lot of messages saying, oh, I've lost full, I don't know what to do, I've stopped playing, I can't regain. So I feel like it's quite a common trend, okay? If you guys have ever experienced that, I'm going to talk through it today. And the reason why I'm going to talk through it during this gameplay is because, well, I actually experienced it today literally, and I was like, you know what, this gameplay, what I normally do is I record some gameplays in a row and then I go back and kind of edit it when I've got some time. But this one I got literally like 20 minutes ago, and I really wanted to break it down live to really show you guys my thought process and really kind of emphasize on the point of the mental game as well. So basically you can see from the start we're kind of struggling, okay? Now honestly, when you're watching the gameplay back, even myself included, that's why I'm kind of talking over the first half, I feel like I got the controller from my younger brother. I feel like I didn't even play and I just wasn't myself for the first half. Now to give you a bit of background, I didn't have any recordings, right? So I wanted to get some gameplay because obviously I upload twice a day, as many of you guys do know. By the way, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. We do upload daily competitive Call of Duty content. But anyway, so I record twice a day, and sometimes I don't get to play a lot, so it's quite hard to get gameplay. So today I was like, right, I need to get some gameplay, so I'm going to come online and just try to get some games nice and early, right? And I just feel like, you know, I can't be bothered to warm up. I just want to get into a game, get some gameplay and go off because I had some other stuff to do. And what ended up happening was my pacing was off. Everything was off, okay? So instead of kind of just realizing in my head that, you know what, it's because I didn't warm up, it was just me being very frustrated. And what ended up happening was, I think I even changed my sensitivity in the middle of the match, and my pacing, everything was just against me, and I was getting really annoyed. Now, because I kind of analyze the game in a different way, because obviously I do it as content, I take it a lot more serious than most people, I was able to kind of recognize the problems, and I was able to switch the kind of pacing throughout the match. So let's go through the gameplay. We spoke for about 2 minutes now, but I wanted to give a bit of context, bit of background to why I performed terrible in the beginning, and some of the changes that I did make to kind of switch it up. So the first change you guys want to make, okay, I'll tell you 99% of the time, if you guys are struggling, it's probably down to pacing. Now pacing can mean many things, and I've used the word pacing in so many of my videos, so I'm just going to explain it how it works in my opinion. So you see right here, I actually got a message from a subscriber in this game, and it actually just clicked. So you can see right here, when he messaged me, said, bro, I like your content, it just clicked in my head that I've got an opportunity to play with like a subscriber, a fan here, and instead of kind of showing him my best performance, I'm playing shit, and it really annoyed me, man. I don't know if it's just my personality thing. I got really frustrated at myself. I was like, maybe I'll never get into a game with him again. I don't want him to look at me and be like, oh, this guy is so average. Like, I want to really show like my skill in the game and just really give my best performance at all times. So yeah, I don't know, maybe the competitive nature really kicked in my head, and I just decided to turn up again. So straight away, you see, I went back to 6.6 sensitivity. I was trialing with the 10.7 yesterday just to test out some aim assist stuff. That's for like a future video. But yeah, anyways, back to this. So I went back to 6.6 and I was like, right, I need to step up. And you can see we're down by 50 points. And like even this gunfight here, like I'm going around the corner, I'm getting naded, like my pacing was just so off. And it was mainly because I was worried about how bad I was shooting, but I decided to switch up my pacing. Instead of just fixing my accuracy, which is a bit harder to do, kind of just like that with a flick of a switch, just to like work on your shot, I decided to switch my pacing because pacing is something you can control during the game. Again, I analyze a lot of Call of Duty, so I know what to look out for. I know things I need to improve on. And yeah, during the game, my thought process was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? And stuff like that. When you get kills like that, right, it's basically reassurance. So I said to myself, hang on, I know I'm better than these guys. I just got the confidence. Even if I'm not, I just like to believe I am. It doesn't mean play stupid. It just kind of reassure yourself like, look, you're a good player. I play a lot of the game. I watch a lot of the game. I actually break down a lot of the game. I actually coach subscribers. So I know I'm better than I'm playing right now. So I need to step up and get to my very best. Now I know I'm going on and on, but this is a really important video for me to really get that side of the battle down. I analyze the game so much, but if your guys' mental state isn't in the right place to improve, then I don't think you're going to improve. Now another thing is, don't worry about the KD. Like, right now I'm not really looking at the kills. I'm just focusing on my individual performance, trying to win those gunfights that I normally would win. Again, right there, I normally would take that guy's head off in the first instance. So I'm just thinking, every time I die, if I die to someone I think I should have killed, I'll watch the kill cam to really see what I did wrong. If I die to someone that, you know, I feel like fair enough, I'll just kind of leave it. And this is where you see me switch up the weapon. So what I noticed was, it wasn't necessarily just my gun skill, it was that I was just getting shit and I wasn't even getting into positions where I could fry. So I literally slowed the game down. I was like, right, I'm going to get a submachine gun out and I'm just going to focus on kills, because there's no point in me trying to do everything on the map if I can't even get kills, and that's going to be my main focus. Now there's a difference, killing and slaying and like just roaming around, the kill whoring, there's a big difference, okay? But my main kind of focus here was just to get some kills, just to give my team a bit of an advantage, right? Because you can see I've got the lowest kills in the lobby. Very important stuff, because we do end up switching it around. Spoiler alert, we end up dropping 40 plus kills and we actually take over the lobby. So this is really important because you can see the thought process in my head. We're down by 20, and this is what I want you guys to go through. If you're in this exact same situation where maybe you're getting fried, you're kind of like doubting yourself, you're like, I'm not confident, don't just stay in the cycle, but like, right, I need to switch things up. I've got 8 kills with 0 seconds on the hill. I am essentially a very useless teammate right now. I'm not giving any kind of advantages, nothing to my teammates. And I know I upload every day. I know I've got the quality. I'm in Crimson. I know I just need to be playing a lot better than this, okay? So I'm really thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong? Well, I'm doing everything wrong. So let's start off with the one thing I know how to do. I know how to slay with a submachine gun. So I'm going to go through. We're going to get a submachine gun out. We're going to push through. We're just going to focus on kills. So right here, use a cover to my advantage. Okay, now I'm starting to snake a bit more. A mechanic that I know is very broken because when I'm coaching my subscribers, I tell them, make sure you guys are snaking. So what I've basically done is I've taken myself out of the game. I've removed the emotions and I'm basically coaching myself. So I'm like right here okay, we know what we need to do. Play on this head glitch, get a kill, cool. Push through the left. Like, I'm basically just coaching myself in my mind. And I feel like sometimes I just need that other perspective. And I know it sounds really weird to say like coach yourself and you need another perspective, but I think sometimes when you play and then you watch your gameplay back, it's 2 different people. Now, when I am coaching subscribers and I watch the gameplay through with them, say every single time I've done so, they watch it with me and they actually I pause it and I say, okay, do you think you made a mistake? And what do you think? And they tell me their mistake. So I'm like, so you know what you're doing. It's not the issue. The issue isn't your knowledge. The issue is your application, which is obviously the hardest thing when the game is going, 50 miles an hour. But we're going to go through here and see what we could have done better at the beginning. I feel like it was just a pacing issue. And now, although I've got a submachine gun now, you can see I'm playing a lot more creddy. I'm playing a lot more like corner spots, a lot more just going for kills, trying to kind of clear out the map. Now, right here, what I shouldn't have done is I shouldn't have gone through the left. So I kind of went through the left just to push out the hill, but what I ended up doing is flipping spawns, essentially, giving us the bad spawns. Now, I think in hindsight, as I mentioned, I was very, very focused on my individual kills, just to give myself a bit of confidence so that as the game progresses, we'll be good to go. And it worked out okay, only because my teammates rotated. But as you can see right there, we end up losing the spawns, and that is purely because of me. So right now, I'm doing a lot wrong, okay? But we can't fix everything in 1 second. So right now, I'm focusing on the kills. I know that as the game progresses, we're up by a little bit. So even if we do lose a rotation, I can kind of make up for it. So it's a weird thought process because I always tell you guys to rotate and stuff, and I 100% think I should have rotated, but I'm just kind of explaining why even if I don't rotate, as long as I start to fix my game, we'll be good, basically. So not an optimal situation, but it's definitely a solvable one. We go through to the top, really good angle here, and I actually love this play. So I go for it, I get a 2-piece, we spot the guy on the right, and this is where the confidence comes through. If this was the beginning of the game, the way I've been playing, I would not have pushed that player there, and that was a subscriber, by the way, so shout out to him, but I would not have pushed him there, and I would have died, and we would have lost that right side of the map. So just that extra bit of confidence I was able to gain just from getting that 3-piece on P2. So you can see how it's kind of cycling, and for me, confidence is the biggest factor. Now right here with 4 people down, this is where you go on your bike, go slay out, and look at this. This is where I really start to show myself. So I go for it, I get a kill, I back off, I'm like, you know what, hang on, I can challenge this guy. It's just those challenges like that. When you have confidence, you're going to take them a lot more. Beginning of the game, I would not have challenged that guy for the 3-piece. I would not have challenged the guy on P3. So those are 2 kills I was able to get just from having confidence. It's nothing to do with my skill. My skill didn't transform overnight. My skill hasn't gone in a day. Now, I think the main reason I didn't have confidence was because I didn't warm up. So it's kind of like a step-by-step process. So if you guys are playing and you want to take any advice from me, I highly recommend, okay, if you guys say, I watch your videos, I'm not getting out of the rank, just ask yourself these questions. Are you warming up? Be honest with yourself, okay? Because you can lie to me, it doesn't really matter. But if you guys really want to improve, are you warming up? Now, I'm not saying shoot 5 bots. I'm saying, no, take 20 minutes, really shoot those bots, really work on the aspects you want to improve on. If you feel like your movement's flat, work on some movement, dolphin dive, slide, prone, drop shot, jump shot. If you feel like, you know what, my movement's okay, but I'm just missing a lot of shots, my centering is off. Okay, let's focus on centering. Let's hit 200 bots, focusing on centering today. Even if it takes a bit longer, that's fine. This is how you improve, okay? Imagine a footballer not going to training, they just go straight to the max. That's how I feel like with rank play. Obviously, it's a completely different scenario. It's just kind of a nice comparison that you can't just go straight into the game. You need to practice. And I think that's the kind of thing that people are missing. I know, obviously, you get practice from playing in the game, but I feel like just actually working on those specific targets and kind of areas to improve, it's quite difficult to do in the game unless you start working on it, like, you know, in a private match, because you don't even know what to improve on. So I feel like that's a really good area to start. And you can see right now, although we're down by 10, I'm playing a lot more confident, a lot more faster, even though I've slowed the game down. I know it makes no sense, but even though I've slowed the game down, as a player, I'm playing a lot faster. Because what I was doing before, oh, this guy fried me. He actually just came in and smacked me. But yeah, what I was doing before, I was playing very kind of slow and I wasn't doing anything. Now I'm playing slow but with meaning. So I'm playing slow, but when there's an opening, I'm taking it. You see, we go through, we take out one, jump to the left, we get the second, and again, this is where the confidence really showing out, man. We go through, we get the third. Again, I'm not taking that challenge normally, but I back myself, I go through and I get the kill. Now, I'm not saying challenge everything, okay? Don't get me wrong, do not challenge everything. There's definitely a time and a place. But you can see right here, we go through, we get a 4, we get the 5 piece. I mean, this is not the same player we were watching at the start of the game. Now, if you guys are watching and you think, you know what, I can play like this, there's definitely times where I feel like I'm frying. My main goal here on this channel is to get your floor as a player, so basically the lowest level of your performance, to be as high as possible, okay? And I want to get your ceiling, so your peak performance, to get as high as possible. That's my aim, is to shift your floor and your ceiling. If you guys want some personal kind of coaching, one-on-one sessions where we can kind of go through your gameplay and all your mechanics, move and everything, then feel free to just message me on Discord. The link to my server is in the description, so you guys can join up, message me on Discord, and I'll be happy to coach you guys. But we're going to go through, and currently, man, this is not a good situation. We're down by 30 points, and we're going into the end part of the game. Now, if we lose from here, I would probably say to myself, you know what? I had a really kind of medium middle game. I had an okay end game, but I had a terrible start. So the reason we lost that was because of my start. But what actually ends up happening is, instead of us kind of just losing and accepting that, I actually turn up another level. So at this point, I think I'm actually playing okay. I feel like right now, I say I'm playing at like 7 to 8 like out of 10, okay? So I feel like I'm actually at 70%. Like, I'm playing okay in terms of from the middle of the game when I switch to a submachine gun. I look at the scoreboard, I'm like, I know I'm focusing on kills, so it's not fair to compare to my team, but I'm on the same kills as them. So now at least I'm kind of providing some sort of value. We go through, I'm taking my time here, and what I'm trying to do is just cut the lanes, okay? The reason I'm cutting the lanes is because, first of all, my team's playing for the hill. Second of all, it's the easiest way to get confidence, and me personally, it's my favorite way to play. So if you're in a situation where you're getting fried, okay, just result back to your favorite way to play. If you guys are, you know, are anchors, you like holding the spawns, just do that. Just get into a rhythm. Now, I'm not saying do it for the whole game. It's very important to just do it for a section of the game to get your confidence back. So we're going to go through, we get another kill, and honestly, this is where we turn up a level. The game switches, we go through, and I watch this, okay? With 20 seconds, it's like something just switched in my controller, honestly. We get another kill, we turn around, we center onto the second, we take him out, and we're on a bloodthirsty. We get a precision airstrike. If I started this game off and told you guys we were going to get a precision and start frying, I would not have believed it. But we go through with 13 bullets, we reload, we go through the left here, we take this guy out, we spot another guy in the distance, we reshuffle, take him out. And I mean, it's literally a different POV from what we witnessed in the beginning. So if you guys can take anything from this channel when you guys are watching this video, please remember to warm up, because it really helps you, and play with confidence. If you feel like you're having a lack of confidence, just think for a second. Don't take too long to react. Honestly, the reason why I was able to react to this game quite quickly was because I always say it to my subscribers and just generally on my channel, I was able to identify the problem. Now, if I was just, you know, say I never watched any of my videos and I wasn't really sure, I just play for fun kind of thing, like a lot of you might have just, you know, this might be the first video ever watching of me, for example, right? You might be like, okay, so what are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that you want to be playing at your best at all times, and sometimes it's just not possible. So what you want to do is, when you're playing at your worst and you can identify it, just have a conversation with yourself and your head about, right, I know I'm better than this. I just need to mix something up. I need to either slow things down, fast things up, just do something to get back to my best. And you know what? I look at the scoreboard and I'm like, you know what? 41 kills, considering I was dropping 8 after like 3 hard points. I'm happy with that. We got the win, and that's exactly how you can change your pacing and how I dropped 40+ kills. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.